General Hospital spoilers reveal that Steve Burton is facing one of the greatest challenges of his life, a tense custody battle with his ex-wife, Sherry Gustin. This is not just a legal dispute, but also a prolonged emotional battle over love, responsibility, and family bonds. Steve, who spent over 2 decades building his family, now watches as everything falls apart and faces the risk of losing custody of his children, something he never imagined he'd have to face. The divorce between Steve and Sherry was tumultuous when he discovered that his ex-wife was pregnant with another man's child. This shock not only shattered their 23-year marriage, but also put him at a disadvantage in the custody battle. While Sherry has her own arguments for keeping the children close to her, Steve is determined to protect his role as a devoted father. But no matter how hard he tries, it seems everything is still stacked against him. Recently revealed court documents show the extent of the tension between the two. Steve continues to fight for time with his children, but Sherry keeps making demands and constant changes, leaving him in a state of confusion, uncertain about what the future holds. In a message to his ex-wife, Steve expressed his desperation and frustration. "Sherry, you need to stop. I've worked so hard to take care of everyone. You keep changing things around, and I don't know what kind of world we're living in where this is acceptable." It's been documented. Clearly, this battle is not only about custody but also about Steve feeling powerless as he loses control over the most important part of his life, his relationship with his children. Sherry wanting him to move from California to Tennessee to be closer to the children has only deepened his dilemma, as this would require him to give up his job, friends, and the life he has built over many years. But the most concerning thought of all is the possibility that Steve may lose custody. If this happens, it would not only be a legal loss but also a tremendous emotional blow to him. Steve has always prided himself on being a responsible father, willing to do anything to protect his family. But now, everything he holds dear might slip through his fingers, and that creates a haunting fear. He might no longer have a full presence in his children's lives as he once did. Losing custody doesn't mean he'll never see his children again, but it will fundamentally alter the nature of their relationship. He may only be allowed to see them on specific days, potentially missing out on important moments in their lives, from birthdays and school events to small, meaningful everyday moments. The powerlessness in protecting his fatherly rights may be the hardest thing Steve has ever faced. He may be strong on screen, portraying tough characters ready to fight any challenge, but in real life, he's going through a battle without a script and no clear ending. Unlike TV shows where his characters might win after tough struggles, reality is much harsher. His efforts may not change the outcome. But what if Steve truly loses custody? He would have to face profound psychological consequences. Being deprived of the right to care for his children could make him feel lost, isolated, and even fall into depression. He was once an essential part of their lives, and now, if he can no longer fulfill that role fully, he might feel more adrift than ever. The relationship between him and Sherry also continues to grow tense. While they used to resolve things through conversation, now, things have escalated to the point where they can only communicate through lawyers and legal documents. This rift not only affects Steve but also directly impacts their children. They may feel caught in the middle, unsure of whom to side with or what to believe. Ultimately, Steve Burton is not only fighting for his legal rights, he's fighting for his family, for the people he loves most. But if fate does not side with him, can he find another way to maintain a connection with his children? Can he accept the reality that he no longer has the same control, but can still be a great father in a different way? This battle is far from over, and no matter the outcome, Steve will certainly not give up on his role as a father. The court may take away his custody rights, but no one can take away the love and connection he shares with his children. One thing is certain, whatever it takes, Steve will never give up. But will that be enough to preserve his relationship with his children, or will he have to learn to live with a completely different reality? Time will tell, but one thing is certain, this will be one of the most important battles of his life. Steve Burton will have to temporarily leave General Hospital to focus on resolving personal issues related to the custody battle with his ex-wife, Sherry Gustin. This is an unavoidable step as the situation grows increasingly tense, making it impossible for him to fully concentrate on his acting career during this time. Steve's absence will undoubtedly come as a shock to GH fans, especially after his grand return as Jason Morgan after many years away. Jason has been one of the cornerstones of General Hospital, and Steve's departure, even temporarily, will significantly impact the current storyline. This raises an important question: will GH rewrite the script to explain Jason's absence, or will the character be continued by another actor while Steve deals with his personal matters? But it's not just General Hospital that will be affected. Steve's personal life is also undergoing a major transformation. The ongoing legal battle and tense disputes with his ex-wife are not only draining his spirit but could also negatively impact his career. If he cannot balance work and personal life, it might cost him important opportunities. This is not just a custody battle, but also a major test of Steve's mental strength and his ability to maintain a professional image. Moreover, Steve's absence from GH opens up new possibilities. This could be an opportunity for the writers to develop new storylines without Jason Morgan, or they might use this time to reimagine his character when he returns. If Steve decides to come back after resolving his personal issues, will Jason be reworked in a new direction, or will he continue as before? Steve's temporary departure also raises concerns among fans about his future at GH. While there has been no official word on whether he plans to leave permanently, it's clear this is a challenging period. If the legal battle drags on longer than expected, or if Steve cannot resolve his personal issues, will he still have the motivation to return to General Hospital? One thing is certain: Steve's departure will leave a significant void, not just on screen but also in the hearts of his fans. However, the most important thing right now is that he needs to focus on resolving his personal issues, as this battle could have a lasting impact on his future and that of his children. This adjustment will not only affect Steve's life but could also change the landscape of GH in the coming months. How will the show handle keeping viewers engaged while missing such a crucial character like Jason? Will Steve return stronger after all these challenges? All of this remains uncertain, but one thing is certain: what is happening now will have a major impact on both his career and his personal life moving forward. Steve Burton is entering a completely new chapter in his life after the major events surrounding his divorce from Sherry Gustin. His engagement to actress Michelle Lundstrom has surprised many, but the real shock came with rumors that Michelle may be pregnant with their first child. This is not just a big personal change for Steve but could also strongly impact the ongoing legal disputes with his ex-wife. Currently, Steve is in a custody battle with Sherry, and Michelle's pregnancy could become a key factor in the case. Sherry might argue that Steve is now focused on building a new family and no longer prioritizes their children. This could work against Steve, especially if the court considers the stability of the children's environment. Furthermore, this is a major emotional shock for Steve. After over 2 decades with Sherry and raising 3 children together, stepping into a new relationship and having a child with Michelle is a huge transition that he may not be ready to face. Throughout the years, Steve has prided himself on being a devoted father, always putting his children first, but now, a new child could change everything. He will have to confront a series of big questions. Can he balance taking care of the new baby while still maintaining a relationship with his current children? Will his children feel neglected when their father starts a new family? And most importantly, is he truly ready to take on the responsibility of fatherhood again, with so much instability in his life? On Michelle's side, if she is truly pregnant, this will bring a host of major changes for both of them. A baby is not only a joy but also a huge challenge, both emotionally and in terms of responsibility. Michelle might face criticism from the public, especially since many people still associate Steve and Sherry as an ideal couple. She might be put in a difficult position by comparisons with Steve's ex-wife, and the pressure from public opinion could affect their relationship. Additionally, the arrival of a new child could impact Steve's career. General Hospital has welcomed his return with several important storylines, but if Michelle is indeed pregnant, Steve may have to adjust his work schedule to focus on family. This could lead to him taking a temporary break or reducing his appearances on GH, which would surely disappoint fans. Moreover, there's another important factor: Michelle's relationship with Steve's children. If the rumors of her pregnancy are true, will Steve's children easily accept the arrival of a half-sibling? Can Michelle find a way to bond with Steve's children without causing further conflict within the family? This is a tough challenge not just for Michelle, but also for Steve, as he must balance two worlds, one from his past and one he is building with his fiancée. Another big question is, how will Steve and Michelle respond to these rumors? Will they confirm that they are expecting a baby, or is this all just baseless speculation? And if the news is true, how will they handle it? Will they embrace this joy publicly, or will they keep it private until they're ready to share it with the public? One thing is certain, if Michelle is truly pregnant, it will be a life-changing event for Steve Burton. This is not just a personal challenge, but also a pivotal moment in his journey as a father, a man, and an actor. The custody battle with Sherry is far from over, but now, Steve might be facing a completely new chapter, a chapter full of challenges, but also one that could bring hope for a fresh start. Port Charles might be waiting for his strong return to General Hospital, but in real life, Steve Burton could be preparing for a much more important role, that of a father once again. And no matter what the future holds, this will undoubtedly be one of the most memorable chapters in his life.